Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Elijah, back again with another video. You feel me? 2 in 1 day. Yeah. So I'm gonna quickly download the app really quick. Yo, so let's just hope you can't hear the background. Okay. So let's get straight into this video. So last time we left off, Deku is inside of the supermarket. All right. Stacking up on them chocolates. Getting some sodas. Some malt. You feel me? Getting at my favorite flavor, even though I'm not supposed to be telling y'all this because my dad is in the room next door. But getting that, blue raspberry puff bar. You feel me? Yes, sir. Some Playboys, maybe. Just getting a few extensions, and my guy pays. He leaves, and he gets home. He gives Melissa the stuff that she needs, okay? And Deku, he he says whatever this stuff is, hope is any use to you, and he gave her some other stuff that Momo suggested to him, and he also gave her a few of his chocolate bars, just trying to be nice. And she says, "Thank you, Izuku." And Deku leaves the room. Okay. What? I'm about to say. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so Deku, he he tells Momo. I mean, not Momo. Freaking. He calls up somebody that he bumped into at the store. Alright. Now the person he bumped into at the store was his old classmate, I'm gonna say, from before he left to live with what's his face? Yeah. And he's like, Izuku? Cause he remembers Izuku's green hair and freckles. If he don't remember anything else, Deku's like, yeah, I'm Izuku. Who the frick is you? And he's like, you don't remember me, Deku? He's like, yeah, I don't know you. What's your name? Maybe I'll remember you. Maybe that'll bring back something. And he's like, oh, Deku, it's me, Suyu. No, not Suyu. It's me, your old friend from preschool. You don't remember me, Deku? And Deku's like, nah, it's been a hot minute since I've been in preschool, so you gotta be more Pacific. Like, I remember names, I don't remember faces. She's like, oh, yeah, my name is Mina, Deku. And Deku's like, oh, Mina, Ashido. Sup, bye. Not trying to speak. And then he gets a call from Mina because she works at the store. All right. And if you pay with your card, the work staff have your access to your phone number to call you if anything went wrong with the purchase. And Deku, he's like, yo, who the frick is this? Cause he never gets random calls cause his phone is like blocked off with like secret military grade stuff, so like he can't get random spam calls. You feel me? So so Deku, he says, I don't know, maybe one of my friends changed their numbers, and he picks it up. He's like, yo, sup, who's this? And then he hears the girl from the school, from the place. She's like, hey Deku. And Deku's like, the frick do you want? And the girl, she says, "Oh, nothing. Just came to talk with the old classmate, Deku." You know. And Deku, yo, this man is gonna get us. Anyway, so Deku, he says like yeah, I am back 3 hours later. My Xbox crashed. But anyways, like I was saying, Deku, he's like, "What do you want?" Cause he don't want to talk to anybody from his old school. It brings back too much memories that he don't want. And she's like, "Well, I just thought we could meet up." He's like, "Nah, I'm good." Hanged up on her, blocked the number. And right now, Deku's eating some dango, and Melissa is in her room, of course, like always. And Deku knocks on Melissa's door, you know, giving her her dinner, which is some dango, which is some dango with her favorite soda, and he leaves. All right, not trying to make any talk, and he goes to sleep, wakes up. This is normal routine, and he cooks instead of Melissa cooking. She like, why is Deku acting so strange? Like, he never cooks, and he makes some ami rice. You know, the rice, like the egg that's on top of rice. Yeah, that. And he makes some of that with like some bacon and sausage and porridge. And it's really dang good, okay? Not as good as my girl Melissa, but that thing is smacking, okay? And she's like, "Thank you, Deku. Why are you being so nice to me?" Oh, it it's nothing. And she's like, "Oh, okay. Strange. Deku's normally not like this. He's normally all touchy and feely and stuff. What's wrong with him today?" Now Deku's doing what Momo said to do when it's, you know, that time. You know, be nice. You know, don't make him do too much stuff. So yeah. So now they get to school. You know, and it's a normal day, I guess. And did I already skip to the last day? Yeah, today's the last day. I'm gonna just say. And like I said, you know, Deku already asked Momo, and you know, today's the day that Mr. Shield comes back. All right. Yeah, he was gone a bit lot longer than intended, but it was worth it. And he says, hey, he brings them their favorite dinner. You know, some good snacks, some yum. You feel me? And yeah, they and Deku's like, yo, Dave, it's been a hot minute since you've been home. What's up? Few months. And Melissa runs up and says, Dad, nice to see you. You know? And he's like, yes, nice to see you too, daughter. And hugs her back. You know, they eat. And David brings up Yue. And Deku's like, yeah, me and Melissa was just talking about Yue. And David says, well, I checked the cameras. You guys weren't throwing any house parties. That's good. And wait, there's cameras? Yeah. Everywhere except for the bathrooms and your rooms. And Deku's like, oh, well, thank you. now, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna sign you guys both up. And, when you guys get there, you gotta pick what course, but you guys are gonna have to train for the next year, okay? Yeah, it's a year until UA starts, get them 2 more extra months of training, can't do too wrong with training some more. All right, now Deku, he he is at his max physical abilities. Now he just need combat and combat experience, okay? And he also needs to work on his transformation, because it keeps um it keeps like he keeps coming out with like this white cleary liquid on him, right? So Deku, he keeps trying. Now every time he comes out, he has no clothes on. So Deku's like, come on. So then he tries taking off his shirt, maybe throwing it off, doing it. And Deku's, just training and getting some combat experience in. And Deku finally masters his transformation. Okay? Yeah, so over the 10 month, they were training, and now we are going to the entrance exam. Okay, Momo and not Momo, Melissa and Deku, they are both walking to the gate where UA, and Deku's like, oh my gosh. Now, Deku, he still has, me on my, like that, even though all my and David's friends, he still like me on my, okay? Dang it, I don't know if I'm regretting giving Deku one for all or not, cause, you know what, forget it, bro, okay? I'm giving Deku one for all, okay? This guy is gonna be broken in every which way possible, okay? So, Deku and Melissa, they are walking to school talking. Deku doesn't trip, so he don't meet freaking Uraraka, Mrs. Float, whatever Quirk is. He goes in there, mutter, and
cover number 1.
thank you. And Deku and Melissa, they get split up in the crowd, and Deku spots her. No, they are in the testing, and Deku's going mutter. He just like, hey, mind being quiet? Deku's like, and what? Look, you're making so much noise. And Deku says, well, you're making even more noise coming over here confronting me. Aren't I right? Everybody else. And they all nod, like, yeah. Yeah, he's right, Ida. They all say, and Ida's like, huh, fine. Deku takes the test. He gets 100%, okay? Then Momo, why? I'm so used to making a Deku X Momo, okay? No, okay. Melissa, she gets 3rd place, alright? And Deku's like, not bad, Melissa. And now we're where the gate is, and Deku sees Melissa at the front. He's like, oh, might as well just go up to the front too. And he's walking to the front, and Ida says, hey, don't go disturbing that girl. And Deku says, that girl is my sister. And Ida's like, oh, okay. Well, who cares? And Deku says, oh, he punches Ida so freaking hard. Nobody even seen the punch. All they see is Ida flying. Like, all they hear is the impact of Ida making a crater in the wall, okay? That's how hard and fast Deku punched him, alright? Now, yeah. Then he walks over to Melissa, and the gate opens. They do a countdown, and then, President Mike goes, there's no countdown in a fight. Go, go, go. And, they're all running and running. And Deku's just standing there, alright? Even Melissa's like, what is he doing? And she's like, oh no, he's not gonna do what I think he's gonna do. Deku turns into his kaiju form, okay? And they're like, what the frick? Is he a kaiju? And Deku kind of shrinks a bit to be, human size. And Melissa's like, dang it, Deku. Then she transforms into hers. No, she don't. She don't, okay? And Deku, just taking out kaiju left and right, transforming, mixing it with the cloud, then transforming back to sneak attack the kaijus, and yeah. Right now, since I'm a man of culture, I'll give Deku, I'd say, 256 points, alright? And then there is, of course, Melissa with 135. Then Bakugo with 115, alright? And Deku's like, alright, that's enough. And he sees a zero pointer. He's like, oh man, I want to take it out so bad, but who cares? It's 0 points. Then he hears someone scream. And he says that scream is from, you know what? Forget that, bro. He ain't gonna change at all. He's just gonna be using his brute strength, right? And then he looks, and it's Melissa. She's trapped under a boulder, okay? Now, everybody else running away, and they all see Deku running towards him. And Nezu cannot stop it, alright? And they're like, he might have super strength, but he cannot stop that thing. And Deku's like, dang it. And he transforms into a 12-foot kaiju and punches the robot. Punches straight through it, ripping out its core. And he kicks it away, striking down and lifting the rubble off of Melissa. And they're all like, is he a kaiju? And they all leave, after the lady checks up on Melissa. And I'm gonna skip to Deku and Melissa. They're home, alright? And Deku says, that was reckless, Melissa. Why didn't you just transform? Now you made me have to show my true identity. Because only David Shield knows. And of course, All Might, because David Shield told All Might about it. So, yeah. She's like, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't. I don't know why. Deku's like, it's okay. And he gives her a hug. She's like, thank you, Deku. Now, she's kind of not walking. Now, they're not home yet. They're still walking. They got, like, a few miles to go. Yeah, they have to walk a long way to the bus stop. And then they take the rest of the way there. So, Deku's like, you okay? She's like, yeah, my leg's just a bit sore. And Deku's like, don't worry. He picks her up like a little princess. And, walks her back to the mansion the next 2 miles, okay? And they're at the mansion and he puts her down. She's like, thank you, Deku. Deku's like, no problem. And David, he's there. He's like, hey guys, in about a week I'm going on a trip to America. I'll be gone for the next year or two. I really don't want to leave you guys, but this work, Melissa says, we understand. Deku's like, yeah, we do. And Deku and Melissa has the house to themselves. for the next 2 years. Alright, so yeah. Now we skip 2 weeks, alright? Deku and Melissa hanging out, doing things steps as siblings would do, I guess. And, Deku is still simping, okay? Every night, before he goes to bed, he switches on his freaking switch to his secret room with pictures of Melissa everywhere, that perv stuff. And, Deku and Melissa, they both get their envelope saying you made it into UA's hero course. And and Deku, he's like, man, Melissa, we actually did it. What course did you pick? Hero course. Of course, I cannot be separated from you, Deku. Now, Deku, he kind of got a hint. He's like, I think she found out, but I'm not going to confront her yet. Now, I'm going to steal this kind of from Zether, but I'm not going to say it yet because it's not time for me to say it, okay? So, Deku and Melissa, they arrived to school the next day in their black uniforms, because instead of gray, it's black, because I like black, okay? And, Deku walks in to see, Bakugo and Katsumi Bakugo. No, Katsuki, I believe I named her. Katsuki Bakugo and Ida fighting. Alright. Then Ida says, hey, it's that Kaiju kid. And they all run up to him, not afraid of him, but like, they're like, cool, like, you're a Kaiju. Is that your quirk, like Kaiju? That's like, yeah. It's a weird background history of my heritage, but don't feel like going over it now. And they're like, oh no, it's fine. And Deku goes to sit down with Melissa, of course. And Aizawa's like, does what he says in canon, and yeah, Deku, she's like, I'm pretty sure there's somebody behind the desk, and then that's when Aizawa says what he says in canon. But Deku's like, yeah, I thought so. And Aizawa says, go get changed into your PE uniforms. We're going to be doing a quirk assessment test. And Ochaku says what she says in canon. And yeah, now they go to the locker room, and when Deku's changing, Kirishima's like, dang, bro, how did you get that rocking bod, bro? Cause like Deku, he got like a freaking 10-pack, and everybody else is like, well, dang, what kind of training regimen do you have to go through to get like that, And Deku's like, nothing much, just a normal, and my quirk, of course. And they're like, oh, your quirk kind of did this to you as well? And Deku's like, yeah. And then Manetta's doing the same thing with the peephole, and Deku realizes, he's like, nope, and he transforms his arm into a kaiju, cause Melissa's over there, right? He transforms his arm into like his kaiju arm and punches Manetta through the wall wall to the next wall. All right, now Deku's walking there with his freaking tank top, like, you pervert. Then he grabs Manetta and kicks him to the boys' locker room. And I'm gonna just say he ate a kiju, well, a piece of a kiju that has Josuke's power to like create things back to how it originally was. Yeah. So so Deku. So yeah. So Deku recreates the wall without the hole, and they're all like, ah. Like, ah, Deku. You know, and frick, I dropped my phone. Deku and the rest of the guys, go out with Manetta bleeding from his freaking head in the locker room. Shortly after Manetta comes out, Aizawa, he's like, da 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 da, this and that, who freaking cares, okay? Aizawa passes Deku the ball like, you got the highest score in the entrance exam. And Deku's like, okay, so should I hold back or should I use all my strength? And as I was like, kid, what freaking question is that? Because like, I'm just wondering, because I don't want to end up, destroying the school. And as I was like, use all your power. And Deku's like, sure. He transforms into a kaiju, and he pitches the ball so hard, like how when people like cut stuff and like it's like slanted, kind of like samurai. Yeah, that's how the building looks. Okay, like a piece of the building, right? And all the windows is shattered. And Deku got like, I'm gonna just say 45,000 miles. And Deku walks up to Melissa. She's like, Melissa, do it. And she's like, fine. Because she know Deku's not gonna give up until she transforms. And Melissa's like, well, I guess it's my turn. And Deku's like, yeah, Aizawa's like, yeah. Aizawa gives the ball to Melissa. Melissa is basically a shorter version of Deku, alright? Right now, Deku by himself is 5'8", and I said he would be 4 meters higher. So he is 9'8" when he's in his kaiju form. And Melissa, she is 5'3", so in her kaiju form, she is 9'3". And yeah, no, she is not 5 foot. Yeah, 5 foot. Yeah, 8 inches shorter than Deku. So yeah. And she transforms into 8-inch shorter version of Deku with pink instead of blue. And they're all like, wait, what? Do they have the same quirk? And she throws it, and she gets 15,000. And she's like, no, we have separate quirks. His is called King Kaiju. Mine's is called... Cool. Then he's like, spit it out. Queen Kaiju. And they're like, aren't you guys siblings? No, we're step siblings. And they're like, oh, okay. Anyway, so, oh yeah, I'm just gonna have to do this, but during the USJ arc, some messed up stuff is gonna happen. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So everything else, Deku passes without sweat. So does Melissa. And yeah, the day goes the same like normal. Now we skip to the hero versus villain training, alright? It is Deku and Katsuki versus Todoroki and Ida are alright. Now, Deku in the mere instant just like comes behind Ida and Todoroki and touches the bomb. Alright, he's like, and they're all like, dude, you ain't even give your teammate a chance to do anything. Deku's like, if this was the real world, you would have done the same thing. There's an active bomb.
Real world, your ass be mopping this floor instead of me.
Like, there is a active bomb in a building with maybe civilians, and this bomb could probably blow up a few city blocks. Okay, so you wouldn't waste time letting your partner get in any action. You would stop the criminals and take care of the bomb quickly, aren't I right? And they're like, yeah, I guess. And I'm gonna leave this one off because I'm gonna film my next video, aka what if Deku was the reincarnation of Beerus. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of reincarnation videos, like what if Deku was a reincarnation of Kid Zeus, what if Deku was a reincarnation of Beerus, what if Deku was a reincarnation of Naruto. So yeah, I'm doing a few things.